So the last thing I was saying was, Errol Spence was looking small on the scales and looking small in the ring, and he was looking deflated and flat when he was fighting against Sean Porter. But he rebounded. The car accident derailed him because he was on a path of self-destruction. The car accident put him back on the right track. And then on top of that, the COVID happened and it gave him more time to heal. Then he fought Danny Garcia, and you seen him, looking good coming back for fighting Danny Garcia, hitting a heavy bag, sound like a fucking Louisville slugger hitting a fucking heavy bag. He took care of Danny Garcia. Then he was about to have a showdown. He had some business with Manny Pacquiao. He suffered a detached retina in sparring. He was in great shape. He was training with Blu-ray, but it's boxing. A detached retina, this shit happens to Sugar Ray. It happened to that one kid that's talking about coming back right now. He was supposed to fight Gervonta Tank Davis. He kind of be side by side with Sean Porter on some of the shows. I forget his name right off the top of my dome, but detached retinas happen in the game. Joe Frazier had a bad eye, and it's just part of the game. He went and got that surgery, got that stapled back and stitched back, and he came back. He didn't work with Blu-ray. He got a new nutritionist, and you seen him even in better shape against Yordenis Ugas. You know what I mean? Yordenis Ugas was a pretty big dude himself. I mean, he's bigger to me. He's bigger than Errol Spence, and he's bigger than Terrence Bud Crawford. So it's going to be crucial. It's going to be epic when they face off, when they have they weigh-ins. Because I got an idea the shape that Errol Spence is going to come in. If he trains with Blu-ray especially, and if he trains with this new nutritionist, this dude that's putting together his macros and calculating his protein and carbs and fat intake and his water intake and rehydration and BCAAs and all that shit, that genius behind that scientist behind the machine that Errol Spence brought into the ring with Yordenis Ugas is going to be improved. And when he steps on the scale next to Terrence Bud Crawford, it's just my feeling. I got a feeling when Terrence Bud Crawford is face to face with Errol Spence after the weigh-in, a part of him is going to shrink down. You ain't going to see it because he got a hell of a poker face. He gets very animated. He's very animated. Terrence Bud Crawford, he's very animated. He's serious and he's passionate. And when he does his weigh-ins, he's like a weapon. He's ready to go. He looked very dangerous and deadly when he weighed in against Sean Porter, period, point blank. And he's going to bring that same energy to Errol Spence. But a part of him, I think, is going to shrink just a little bit. Errol Spence, he ain't going to be animated. Errol Spence is going to be calm and collected, barely breathing. Eyes is going to be googly eyes and all that bullshit. He's going to be sitting there stoic. I done seen Terrence Bud Crawford when he wins big fights. Terrence Bud Crawford, man, he jumps, does flips, he's dancing with his mom. It's beautiful. I done seen Errol Spence have great performances, legacy performances, knock a guy out or beat a guy in an impressive fashion, and he stay even kill. You get in that ring, it's gonna be like a shark. You're not gonna see it. You're not gonna see him flip the switch. It's like a fucking great white. It's like a camouflage. Great whites change their color when they go into kill mode. It's not pretty like a fucking octopus. It don't capture your attention like when an octopus or a squid or a jellyfish is changing all these colors and doing all these tricks. It's beautiful to see. And you can see it go from this color to this color, camouflage to this coral, look like rock over here, look like flowers over here, look like the bottom of the ocean over here. It's beautiful to see all those different styles of that jellyfish or that octopus or that squid. They do all this trend. But when great white sharks camouflage and they go into kill mode, you don't even see this shit coming. You don't even see it. It's Boxing Nocturnal Thoughts, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments below. I just wanted to wrap up my thoughts the version of Errol Spence that showed up against Shawn Porter is not going to be the same version that's going to show up against Terrence Bud Crawford. You're going to see striations, vascularity, definition, and you're going to see that dude, you know what I'm saying, full, shredded, core, everything is going to be on point if all goes well. And Terrence Bud Crawford also going to be a very sharp blade. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a battle of attrition. Let the best man win. On this platform, I always say it's a 50-50 fight. But this is one of those fights where you can't straddle the fence and call both ways and see it down the middle. You got to choose. I choose Errol Spence I'm 10 toes down with Errol Spence to come in there, and he's going to shock the world. He's going to shock the world. He's going to put everybody on notice, because a lot of people disrespect him. They disrespect his craft. They disrespect what he's going through. They disrespect what it takes, his fortitude to come back through the adversity that he went through. And they're going to have to eat their crow. Period, point blank. And some of them going to have to really put their pride to the side and swallow back a whole bunch of bullshit they were saying. And they didn't have to say it in the first place. They could have just gave the man his credit. Like on this channel, I try to give Bud as much credit as possible. I try not to take away credit from Bud. It'll make no sense to tear down Bud. Build up Bud. He's my top one pound for pound. And then when he gets beat by Errol Spence, you know what I'm saying, it's a king versus king. You can't put him into this pawn or this peasant category and then say it's a great fight, it's a 50-50 fight. Terrence Bud Crawford is the best of the best. And Errol Spence is going to be better. Salute, 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 salute. Gone.